This week we made 111,000 gold in our mailbox, and we got over to around about 10 million gold worth of value on the auction house. Let us begin. Okay, so when it comes towards everything for this week, I've actually made a decent amount of gold, so let's just go into our mailbox and have a nice little look at everything. We have 111,000 gold worth of value, of sales in our mailbox, and the notable ones are over 1,029 sales of Lions Ink, which is 9,786 gold. That's not too bad because that was a nice little flip, so to speak. Coming into everything with that, then we have the Arcanite bars, 204 of those for 18,567 gold. Not too bad. And then we go down and we got the Honourable Combatants Plate Greaves, 2,586, and the Honourable Combatants Plate Boots, 2,367. We keep going down, we can find some more, which is the Worn Scrolls of Battle Shout, 45 of those for 3,334 gold. And if we keep going down, Icebane stuff and the Enchant Ring of Versatility, 22 of those for 2,110 gold. And we've got the Tome of Illusions, Outland, 2,835. I still am very happy that those still sell. The pattern for the red linen vest that we got from one of our farms at 1,297. More War Scrolls of Battle Shout, 3,631 gold, as well as the mono hardened hoof plates, 61 of those for 2,897, and the mono hardened claymore, 5,585 gold. That's not a bad one for just a really simple craft, and 5k for something that costs like next to nothing to create is pretty dang good. If we go over towards everything else, we've got the 5 of Chaos. We sold 3 of those for 3,382 gold, as well as a recipe for the Thistle Tea, once again, 5,148 gold. Now, jumping into towards all of that, another recipe for Thistle Tea, 5,148 gold, and the Desolate Scale Greaves are 2,854 gold, as well as a 5 of Chaos, 4 of those for 4,509 gold. Keep going down and you can see that it's starting to add all the way up, which is the Ruined Stegan leggings. I don't know how to pronounce that. However, 2,244 gold for those 2 items, and we sold 2 of those. It's not too bad for something that's a very easy recipe in order to actually obtain, which is the Cenarian Circle repeatable turn-in quest, and then we can then just grab that and craft it with our blacksmithing. And then if we keep going down, we've just got more Dark Moon cards, equaling in 111,810 gold. Let's pull all of that in because we did spend about 100k yesterday, and I would kind of like my gold back, so to speak. We're not going to get all the way back up to 800k just yet, but if we take a look at everything, we are still looking quite nicely with everything. We can see that I was at 801,000 gold, and we dropped down to 772,000 gold. This is because I have been my relists, my restocks. For today, it's 58,000 gold to actually restock all of this stuff. However, I can make a potential 146,000 gold with this, so I'm not going to complain too much. Tailoring is still looking at one of the best professions for everything. It just seems to be working the best. And then followed up with that, it is blacksmithing as well for me for this week. Now, generally, blacksmithing doesn't usually gain that many sales, so I'll monitor that. However, tailoring is looking very, very stable at this moment in time for me, especially when it comes towards my base crafting. That being said, if we go back into everything and just have a look at all of this lovely little stuff, you can see that we're still in a profit, which is pretty good, 335,000 gold's worth of profit, so we're not in negative values just yet. However, when it comes towards everything with that, I have been adapting a few things when it comes towards worth it. So I did do a couple of farms for this week. This one, for instance, when it comes towards everything, I actually did do rather well when it comes towards the Eye, which is Tempest Keep, which is in Netherstorm. I did that one, along with I also farmed up the lovely Serpentine Caverns. Now, Serpentine Caverns is pretty good. I got a Tainted Waveling from that, nothing else from that farm. However, Tainted Waveling sells for a decent amount of gold, and that just works out. Along with that, and everything in part, I have just realised that I was recording half of this video at the beginning on the full screen instead of everything, so yeah, that's probably why you've just seen a load of stuff just added right there. However, in general, just quite happy on the way things are going for this week. And to top it off, I actually did do a full clear of Sunwell Plateau, which I've added to the Goldmakers datasheet, which is located on the Patreon. So if we go over towards the Discord right now, you can find the Worth It datasheet right here. Anyone can use it. There you go. That being said, it is all working, and we're gathering data as we speak when it comes to what's worth it, as well as making gold. However, we are making the main priority just making gold in general, because it just works. TSM profile is working perfectly, so I'm very happy with that, because I have a different method of approaching everything when it comes towards crafting stuff. I don't like waiting, so I've adapted my strings for that. And I want to see faster returns, so I only maximize on stuff that I know will sell fast. Failing that and everything else, I will be adding on to a load of other different types of things when it comes towards the TSM over the next upcoming weeks. I will be currently not uploading next week, due in part that I actually finally get to have my 30th birthday present from Christmas. Because if you well know, my birthday is on the 24th of December. However, I got my tickets from my lovely fiance to take me to Barcelona to go see Rammstein. So yeah, I will be in Barcelona next week. So just FYI, there will not be an upload because I physically cannot upload. That being said, with everything, I will be doing some more updates and relisting and everything. So don't you worry, I've got that sorted. And with everything else, I have just released my Steam store page for my new latest game, which is Eldora, and you can go check the video out on that. There will be a full breakdown of that video right there, so just FYI, it's just one of those things which I would love you guys to check out, because my primary focus is to build the entire world and do my world building, but also make it a very heavy professions open world game with everything. I kind of look at it like Skyrim meets Stardew Valley, so yeah, I also added player housing as well, so cool. It's been a pretty good week. I'm going to carry on doing my crafting and we'll go from there.